Hi everyone! Been a little while since I've been in front of the camera doing a vlog. Last couple times I saw you, we were Facebook Live and did a couple Snapchats that I heard you guys enjoyed. So I'm excited to give you an update and answer some questions today. So a couple logistical things. Number one, I am probably not going to continue on the blog. So if you are following the Polito Party of Three blog spot, I think that I'm going to stick to the vlogs and find some way to house them either in a YouTube channel or maybe on that website, but just a list of links. Because I found that people like to watch. It's easier for me to just talk to you versus write it and check it and reword it and grammar this and spelling that. So I'm gonna just kind of stay face to face with you, and I hope that you enjoy that more because I certainly do. Birth mom update. I've seen her once since my last vlog. Went down there for a very quick trip. She's doing well. We're kind of in a unique situation right now, which I can't go into all the details about, but we are not texting or calling each other. We are writing letters. So that's definitely something different. Sometimes nowadays it's just easy to like shoot a text or pick up the phone, but to really like put your emotions on paper like her and I have been doing is definitely something really special and something that I will keep forever. A question that I want to answer today is, why is adoption so expensive? We've been obviously fundraising since we started this process, and we get a lot of questions about how much is it and why is it so expensive. I think through the vlog, I have a good opportunity to kind of break it down a little bit more, go more in depth with it, and hopefully answer the question of where does all this money go that is being fundraised and saved. So the average expense of domestic adoption in 2016 was $42,000. That is a lot of money. So that's the average. Obviously that ranges from, you know, the $15,000 to $20,000 ones all the way to the ones that go up to 60 and 70. But that was the average cost. In particular to our story, ours is right at pretty much that amount. We happened to catch our birth mom and match with her when she was really early in the pregnancy. So we are paying for an extensive amount of birth mother expenses versus getting matched with somebody who's due in 90 days and you're kind of just covering that 90 days and so on. So knowing how much it is, I'm sure your next question is, where does all that money go? And that is a great question. There's a lot of people that are involved, a lot of professionals involved in just one adoption process, and every single one of those people has got to get paid. It ranges from people who are basically just doing paperwork and pushing it through the system, to the agency that matches us and our consultant, to just the lawyers. So there's a lot of people that need to be paid, but there's a lot of people doing hard work to make sure that baby Pete comes home safely and legally. Another thing that we didn't think about until we started the process was that adoption isn't as prevalent as it was, let's say 30, 40, 50 years ago. For one, just the advances in medical technology and medical treatments. A lot of people who experience infertility nowadays sometimes can work around it, or they find a way to get pregnant. And then, you know, legalization of abortion. For a lot of women, they feel like that's the better choice for them. And so since abortion is more prevalent, adoption numbers go down. And birth control, it's so easily accessible now. So many people are on it that there are fewer people who are just accidentally getting pregnant or having unplanned pregnancies. All this, just the cultural change and just the evolution of our society has kind of caused adoption numbers to decrease. There's also a part of our payments and contract that is labeled birth mother expenses. So this includes things like living expenses, medical bills, counseling, and even her own legal fees, which inevitably we pay for. All of that stuff adds up. And lastly, there's traveling expenses. We're lucky that we don't have to travel too far, so our expenses are a little bit cheaper, but we are traveling a lot to go see her. And then when baby is born, we will travel to Florida and stay there for quite a bit of time. And the reason we're going to have to stay there for an extended amount of time is because there is something called the ICPC. And basically that's paperwork that Florida is approving and then Georgia is approving, and that means that we can cross the border and come back. So all of that is also starting to add up because we have to book somewhere to stay and we have to be prepared with a newborn to be not at home for maybe 2 to 3 weeks. So we're not only preparing for that financially, but we're also preparing for that emotionally because I'm a homebody, so I feel like it's going to be kind of hard to go to Florida and be there for a long time when I want to be at home with my new baby. But those few weeks are such a small blip on the radar of the big picture, the big life that we're going to live with baby Pete. Something that we're praying about a lot is the day that baby Pete is born. So for the typical family, growing and having a newborn is a very, very exciting thing. And for us, it is going to be the best day of our lives. But knowing that the best day of our life is potentially one of the worst days of Mama D's life is... I'm not going to cry because I'm recording. On the flip side of things, we are also really excited about a lot of stuff. The 5K is coming up soon. If you haven't registered, please do. There's an image on Facebook that looks like this. And so you can get those links or use that QR code. The 5K is super, super special. Not only because it's a fundraiser for baby Polito, but it's also a fundraiser for the adoption of baby Chester. Elise and Brandon are very sweet and special people to us. And Elise and I kind of refound each other after high school as we were both going through the emotional roller coaster of infertility. Connecting with her through that journey, and now we are both adopting and going through this journey with the Chesters has been extremely fulfilling, and it's exciting to do this with them. They are track professionals. They time races as a side business, so this is a legit race. You need to get on it. It is a Peachtree qualifier. We'll get a map of the course. It's at Etowah, but it's not on the Etowah track. So we'll get a map, an image of the map up. But we really want you to come out that day and celebrate the adoption of both of these babies and help support us in this journey that we're on together. We call it a run walk because some people are going to be walking. So if you want to bring your stroller out or your dog out and just kind of walk with us, we'd be really happy to do that with you. We're also starting the nursery, a registry, and all the fun things that come with becoming a family. We're also enjoying all of those things at the same time as being on this other side of this emotional roller coaster. So some people have seen me and they're like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I know, like I have these dark circles under my eyes." Some days I feel like I'm running on fumes because I don't sleep a lot because my mind, I feel like, is constantly ticking. But I want you to know, as much as I look like a wreck and we are experiencing these highs and lows through this journey, we can feel your prayers lifting us up. God has pulled through in some miraculous ways over the last 6 months of our life. And we see that work through you guys. So I want to say thank you for that. Continue to pray for us. Let us know how we can pray for you. We would love to do that. And I hope to see you at the 5K. The next time I'll probably go Facebook Live is after the 3D ultrasound, which is coming up soon. So that'll be really exciting. We are going back to the movie theater ultrasound place. I'm gonna have to take some pictures and show you guys because some of you guys didn't believe me. And we will check in with you then. God bless.